Today we're talking about how to get vocals from a vocalist into a session in Ableton. What's up, I'm Noah and you're watching The Productive Producer. I wanted to make this video really practical and really useful for those of you guys who work with vocalists, or if you're wanting to work with vocalists, this is gonna be something that you'll wanna have in your back pocket for sure. Because there'll be times where you'll get a whole bunch of vocals from a vocalist and you have to try to arrange those things, and it's if you don't know what you're doing, it's kind of hard. There's some things you have to remember, so we're gonna get into those real quick. Let's put the headphones on. So these vocals I got were from this amazing vocalist. Her name's Julia James. You can find her I've got her Instagram linked in the description. It's also right here on the screen. She is fantastic, super talented, and she sent me these vocals, which we have to get properly fitted to this track here. So the track is a working title pop track right now, and we have to get these vocals in time and in sync. So the first thing we got to do is we have to unwarp them. So Ableton is gonna try to figure out the tempo for each sample that you put in there if you have auto warp long samples on. In this case, we're gonna want to unwarp all of them, just like this. We can select them. I'm gonna click this top one up here, hold shift, click down here, that'll select all of them, and then I can hit warp. And you see that they all change pretty dramatically there. Well, the next thing we gotta do is we have to make sure that there's no extra space at the beginning. So sometimes Ableton will cut off some space that it deems unnecessary. And you have to come in and you have to figure out manually where all of that space is. And sometimes there's not any, but sometimes there is. Like right there, you see that extra bit of space right there is gonna affect the timing. So we need to adjust that back there. We wanna make sure all of these are lined up. Something really important with vocals. It's gotta be always lined up. Sometimes this process takes a little bit longer than others. Julia, she's a pro, so she knows how to export vocals and knows how to get them to a producer like me. So, all right, we got those vocals all situated. Let's hear them in context now.
You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you want me bad, but you don't really need me. You just want what you can't have. And I've been talking to the walls late at night. It's more stable overall, feels right. And I know that you know by tomorrow I'll be gone in the afterglow.
Really good. Okay, so we got to work with what we have here. Let's group all these guys because I like to have my stuff organized. So let's group them. So at this point, I'm going to be going in and turning things down that I hear that it might be a little too loud. So let's listen through again.
You tell me that you need me.
So both of these guys could come down probably a couple of dB here. And I'm going to probably pan this one to the right a little bit and pan this one to the left a little bit because they're kind of a call and response type thing.
You tell me that you need me.
Yeah. Like that. We can even probably send these both to some hefty reverb.
You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you want me bad, but you don't really need me.
Yeah, that's really dope. We're gonna bring that harmony down just a little bit.
Want me bad, but you don't really need me. Late at night.
Yeah, we can actually bring all of these down because we want to create contrast between that lead vocal and the rest of the vocals. We don't want everything to be competing all at once. That one needs reverb. So right here, there's a little pop right there. We're going to cut that out. We don't want any of that. Sometimes those will pop up. Vocalists, like they can't help it. It's just, you know, part of the recording process. Sometimes little clicks and pops happen. So you want to cut those out, add some fades on both sides so you don't create another click or pop by the wave just snapping back. Perfect, really smooth. So I'm gonna cut out all this silence here. We don't really need that. We needed it for timing purposes. That's something that you'll want to tell your vocalist if they haven't exported their vocals before, that tell them that you need them to export it in context, meaning when they export that vocal channel, that lead vocal, it needs to be from start of the song to the end. So if there's a bunch of silence at the beginning, they need to include that so you know exactly, or when you put it in there, it's gonna fit exactly right up in time with the rest of your song.
You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you need me. You tell me that you want me bad, but you don't really need me. You just want what you.
So it sounds like there's some low frequencies in here that I want to try to get rid of. I'm going to just do a global on the group here. Go EQ out probably like to 120. Let's do it by ear.
Tell me that you want me bad, but you don't really need me.
So yeah, Julia did a great job compressing her vocal already. So it already sounds really rich. So it's awesome. And it doesn't sound like it really needs much tuning at all either.
You just want what you can't have, and I've been talking to the walls late at night.
So this is a whole process that I'll go into about, like, it'll take me a few hours to mix this vocal, but that's how you essentially get it ready for mixing, is just loading them all in, making sure everything's in time, and then listening for those clicks and pops. Like right over here, I could see another one right there. That's another one. We'll cut that out. And basically just getting everything dialed in tight before you start to like mess with all the other elements in your mix. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. Remember to go check out Julia James on Instagram and subscribe to this channel. Make videos every Friday. If you like this video, click a like on it, and we'll see you next Friday. Peace, guys.
You tell me that you need me.